Coach, first, I want to ask you, how about Logan Eaton in his return and in his the performance that he had in his first game back, battling back from injury?
I thought he played well. 11 games though playing, that's going to take a toll. And I thought we defended hard. They had the better of the play. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But 25 shots on that I think is fair. Four power plays left him, and a 5-on-3 left him out there a little bit, which is too bad. But I thought he played well.
You talked about sustained offense yesterday and kind of continuing into today. What did just Omaha do in their defensive zone that made it so difficult to sustain offense?
No, I just think they defended hard. They played hard. That's what everyone in this league does. They make you earn it. I thought we were more desperate last night, especially in the third. We just couldn't get anything sustained tonight. I mean, using that your word, it wasn't a lack of effort. It just not much happening. That initial puck, our forecheck just wasn't creating enough, and we ended up chasing our tails around a little bit. I thought there was times where we had a little punch, but it was too few and far between to beat a team like that and create enough offense to get to a goaltender like that and a team that was defending the way they were defending.
Last night, Max Dukovac gets on the score sheet tonight. It's Artur Taransky. I mean, what can you say about his play and the fact? I mean, he earned that one. He's been playing well all season.
Artur?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those guys. We talked about this last night with Waldron. It's a big class. There's a lot of guys that have played. He's a guy we need on the score sheet. I think it's been pretty inconsistent, but it's nice. I thought he worked hard tonight. I thought he was around the puck, on the puck. And usually when that's the case, he gets rewarded for it, whether it's chances or a goal. Tonight it was a goal.
Saw Axel Kumlin and Richard Simanovic out there together. I mean, what about those two together really works?
Well, what I think we were trying to do is create some offense. They're both guys that think about the game from an offensive standpoint. They both were involved in goals last night, and I think that's what it was. It was just something we were just trying to create more offense. Obviously, it wasn't enough, but I do. I like the right left match pair. We like the right left pair, and I think for the most part they think the game the same way. Sometimes they want to slow it down a little too much for us. We want to get going north and get playing, heading the other direction. But I think just when two guys think the game like that, it can work.
Result aside, I'd like to ask you about, I mean, just honoring your seniors tonight. I mean, how special is that for you as the head coach of this team, just looking at that class as a whole?
I've been doing this a little bit, and when you honor seniors, it's always a special thing. I do believe that this group of seniors is leaving this program more stable than they found it. Obviously, the results don't say that, but I do feel that they've left this place better than they found it. And then when you think back where these guys started, Hampus Rydquist started his Miami experience and his college hockey experience in Sweden, going to school online. Then we were in a hotel for a month. No one does that, but we did that. Played 10 games in 25 days. It's a lot to ask young people, and they're not all going to graduate this spring, but they're all on track to graduate. A big number of them are going to graduate this spring, which we all know how great that is to walk away with a degree from this institution. And then the rest of them are the couple guys that aren't are going to work towards it and hopefully have it by the end of the summer, if not the end of the year. So that's another piece of it. And I think they've engaged in the Miami community, both on campus and in Oxford. And that's what this is all about, man. That's what anyone that knows what this program is based on is, and that's the brotherhood. I don't talk about it much, but I live it, and these guys are part of the brotherhood forever now, and that's a proud moment for me. I wish they could feel better about the results. I really do. I've been able to do that as a player and as an assistant coach. I felt good about the results, and it's really cool to see a senior class feel good about the results as they walk away. Unfortunately, this group won't feel good about the results, at least to this point. But I hope they feel good about their experience. I know they feel good about the relationships they've made. I know that. But really, really proud of all these guys when you think about where it started, with obviously the world turning on its ear there a few years ago, and to where we are today. Really, really good boys, and hopefully I'll be part of their life forever as a friend and and a fellow alum, I guess, at this point.
Shifting to next week, this is a Western Michigan team that you've already beaten. You played in two pretty tight games this year. How do you get that energy back for your team kind of in the week leading up into that series?
Well, I can tell you we better get it back. We're going into I think it's pretty much set that we're heading to Grand Forks the week after. So I want to take it baby steps, but two of maybe the most difficult places to play in this league. Denver has proven to be a tough place to play for us, but as far as just the atmosphere and the way the team plays in that building, Western Michigan is as good as anybody at home. It's a rivalry with Western and Miami. It's their senior weekend. I believe they'll be fighting for home ice. I don't know totally the standings in the middle. It's going to be a difficult weekend. Right now, we're going to honor our seniors tomorrow with a little get together, and we're going to focus on that. And when we get to Monday, we'll start thinking about Western Michigan.
Hampus, I know this one didn't go the way you wanted it to, but I want to look at the 4 years since you've been here and sort of what it meant to be playing out there tonight. Your first year, I think you're taking online classes back home, and then you're in the pod in Omaha to now. What has the journey been like for you?
Well, they say that I don't. Well, first of all, I don't know. I didn't know a lot about college when I came in, but when I got here, all the Swedes who ever went to college said that college is going to be the best 4 years of your life, which, in one point of view, sounds kind of depressing. But in my 24-year life, it has been the best 4 years of my life. If you look at it from a 30,000 feet point of view. The result-wise, hockey-wise, hasn't been what I wanted it to, but I've gained friends for life. I have memories throughout these 4 years that I'll remember for the rest of my life, and I can truly say that college has made me who I am today. So I'm grateful for the 4 years in college. In hockey, I want more. I wanted more for this team, yeah.
Well, last home game of the season, but still another series to go, and then on to the playoffs. So, what does it look like right now in the locker room as far as building and playing spoiler later on, once the NCHC playoffs start?
Well, it's hard to look at right now. There's a lot of emotions, but we have been playing some good hockey this past 2 months, and some not so good hockey. We have to find those key things, key areas where we play good hockey and focus on that. We know that every team in NCHC is a good team, but that doesn't mean that they can work harder than us and they can hit harder or they can battle harder. It's we just have to find what we're good at and use that to our strength, and just keep going.
Hampus, you mentioned the last couple of months. Just from your perspective, what has it been like to play with this group when the compete level at times has been pretty high?
It's been amazing. I don't want to focus on other teams, but we went to Denver, and this is the first time in Denver in all my years, I think, that we took them to we got a point, basically. And I don't want to focus too much on that, but kind of proves that this year's team has something extra. And I really hope that we can bring that forward to the next couple of weekends.
Hampus, what parts of your guys' game in this series specifically are you guys looking to build off of? Because yesterday, I mean, you guys' third period was great. I was just wondering if there was something that you guys saw that really worked.
Yeah, I think it was. I think the main thing that I want us to focus on is the third period yesterday. The compete level, the willingness to win. That, like basically that, because we know if we want to, if we really want to, and we throw ourselves out there and just want to win enough and fight enough, then we can beat any team in this league. And I think the third period there is something I hate moral victories, but that's an aspect that I want to bring with.
Your honor tonight on senior night. I mean, what's it like taking that lap around and seeing all the fans cheering for you, and getting to high five your teammates at the end of it, and seeing all the guys on the bench and your coaches and supporting you?
It's amazing. I'm really grateful that we get the chance. I have my parents here tonight too, so it's an experience that, like I said, it's one of those memories that I remember for the rest of my life, and I'm really grateful for that.